I use my phone for the camera, and I use InShot and Stop Motion Studio for the editing. I have been doing stop motion off and on for the past 3 years. It has been extremely off and on, though, with many breaks in between. Pretty much any in the 501st. I saw that during the time I was inactive, my channel was still gaining subscribers, so I thought, why not, and just continued. I am not sure. If you're talking about one I've made, then probably my fallen gunship mock, but other than that, I'm not sure. To be honest, I am not quite sure. All I remember is trying to research different styles of animation and stumbling upon stop motion. I find stop motion to be a fun hobby, so hopefully as long as I can. Pretty much all of my sounds come from the stop motion studio app. As for the second question, I'm not sure. It, isn't that the same question? Just kidding. I was born in 1920, so I'm 100 years old. I'm not sure what I like the most about YouTube, but one thing that amazes me is that it's hard to believe that over 1,000 people are subscribed to my channel. I'm not sure what my favorite movie is. My favorite TV show is The Clone Wars. I don't know who inspired me, probably myself. And my favorite stop motion to make was probably Survivors, or one with my friend. I'm not sure why my channel blew up. It took an awful long time, but it did. As for any tips, I would just say keep trying, because eventually you'll get your time. My real name is Luckystreak Animations, and if I could meet anyone in the world, uh, probably Ronald McDonald. I don't think any LEGO theme is necessarily bad, and everyone has their own things that they like, but in my opinion, Star Wars is my favorite, and Harry Potter is my least favorite. Survivors, or the one that I made with my friend back then. To be honest, 90% of the time I use features in Stop Motion Studio Pro to edit my videos. I am 100 years old and I started making animations when I was 97. Hopefully soon. I'm not quite sure though. I probably could make a setup showcase video to get some extra watch time, although it would probably be pretty short and a bit underwhelming. As for when my next contest is, I'll have to wait and see. The contest I'm doing right now is not over yet. Considering the fact that I sit in a dark room for hours taking hundreds of pictures to make stop motion for you guys, should be pretty obvious what the choice is there. But as for my favorite book, it's a series called Tunnels by Roger Gordon. My favorite type of food probably is soup. I'm not sure which one is my favorite, but as for if I could have any car in the world, probably a 1978 AMC Concorde. I guess I can try to make another episode of that. You guys seem to really like that, so I could probably make a behind the scenes video for my next one if I do that. I'm 100 years old. As for why I started YouTube, it's because my brother had a channel and it looked fun. But I never thought I would get into LEGO stop motion. To be honest, I thought my channel would always just be playing this cruddy game called Game of War. 27 years ago, I got hit by a bolt of lightning and it gave me all of these great ideas to turn into stop motions. So I don't know if that's a good answer, but there you go. 27 years ago, I got hit by a bolt of lightning and it gave me all of these great ideas to turn into stop motions. So I don't know if that's a good answer, but there you go. I'll be honest, I don't even know what the question is, and to formulate an answer, I have a feeling I have to be on a higher plane of understanding. 3 years ago. I definitely agree we're a very niche community. I'm not quite sure how I grew, but I've been doing YouTube for a while, so I guess that has a part in it. I'm not sure what inspired me to get into stop motion, although I do know I found out about it around 3 years ago through research. Definitely. For the time being though, I want to master Lego animation before I move on. Of course, I actually have a couple ideas for movies and TV shows for my channel coming up. Hopefully you'll see some trailers or the full things posted soon. My favorite set would probably be the LEGO Star Wars AT-RT 501st Walker from 2013. I think they're really cool. I also think that it's really cool that next year a Mandalorian set will come out that will hopefully be pretty affordable way to get Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian. My advice would be to look up tutorials on YouTube and then only master one technique for stop motion. Even if you don't master them in that stop motion, just work on one technique at a time. I get that sound effect from Stop Motion Studio. I'm not quite sure how many Legos I have. Lol. Right now I use my phone to film my stop motions. Definitely Lego Star Wars, no doubt about that. I do not make any money right now from YouTube. I am almost monetized though. As for how old I am, I'm 100 years old. Right now it takes 1 to 3 hours to make a video, but most of that time is just editing and stuff like that. It'll be longer when I start making longer ones. Stop Motion Studio Pro and InShot. I'm not sure. No, I don't really have a reason I started YouTube. My brother started a channel and I thought it looked fun, so I started one. Some types of stop motion animation are easy, but overall, I think it definitely takes a little bit to learn, and it definitely takes a long time to master. Survivors episode 3, and I guess the rest I won't tell you guys. As I answered in the previous questions, this channel's original purpose wasn't stop motion or Legos. I just stumbled upon stop motion. Like I said, 100 years old, and counting. I'm not quite sure who that is. I'm not sure what my next video is. I do know though, if I got to work with Lego, I'm not quite sure what I'd make, but I think a cool idea would be making a stop motion about the imagination in Lego. I definitely think Lego has been a good source of imagination for me and a lot of people. Pretty much just my phone, because the apps I use to edit my stop motions are on my phone, so virtually everything of my channel revolves around my phone. If you make animations and you're one of my subscribers, then I guess you guys are my favorite. I definitely want to apologize for the shredded robot voice. I had some trouble with some audio files and stuff like that with the original audio for this, and it ended up not working out. Thus why I posted the community post about technical difficulties. If you made it this far, you're a legend. Thank you. And also, thank you guys for 1,300 subscribers. That's crazy.